It was a crisp Saturday afternoon in Willowbrook. The sun bathed the park in gold, and children's laughter floated through the air. Ethan Miller, a single dad in his early 30s, sat on a weathered park bench, sipping coffee while his 8-year-old son, Jake, zipped down the slide. Life had been heavy for Ethan since his wife's passing 2 years ago, but he'd learned to treasure moments like these, quiet, simple, and filled with his boy's smile. That's when he noticed them. 2 identical little girls, maybe 7 years old, stood by the swings, clutching each other's hands as a much older boy loomed over them. His voice was low but sharp. Ethan couldn't hear the words, but the fear in their eyes was unmistakable. Ethan's instincts kicked in. "Jake, stay here," he said, setting his coffee aside. He crossed the playground quickly, his boots crunching on gravel. "Hey," Ethan called, his voice calm but firm. "Is there a problem here?" The boy muttered something under his breath and tried to walk away, but Ethan stepped between him and the twins. "Not so fast. Apologize." The boy scoffed, then glanced at the growing audience of parents and kids. With a reluctant "sorry," he took off. Ethan knelt to the girl's level. "You okay?" Both nodded, though one still trembled. "Where's your mom?" Ethan asked. "She's working," the braver twin whispered. "She told us to stay together. We just wanted to play." Ethan's heart clenched. "Well, you're safe now. How about you play over here where I can see you until she comes?" They spent the next 20 minutes playing tag with Jake, giggling until their cheeks flushed. Ethan didn't know why he felt so protective of them, it was as if some unspoken thread connected them. Then a sleek black SUV pulled up. A woman in a tailored navy coat stepped out, her heels clicking on the pavement. She had the kind of presence that made people step aside without being asked. "Mom," the twins squealed, running into her arms. Ethan expected a polite nod, maybe a quick thanks. Instead, the woman's eyes locked on him, widening in recognition. "Ethan Miller?" she asked. "Yes," he replied, a bit startled. "I'm Olivia Hayes, your CEO." Ethan's mind spun. Olivia Hayes was one of the most respected executives in the state, his company's leader, the kind of person he'd only ever seen in boardroom photos. "My daughters told me what happened," she continued, her voice tight with emotion. "You protected them. I don't even know how to thank you." Ethan shook his head. "You don't need to. They're kids. Anyone would've." "Not anyone," she interrupted gently. "Some people look away. You stepped in." Over the following weeks, something unexpected happened. Olivia began inviting Ethan and Jake for weekend outings with her daughters, ice cream trips, park picnics, even a visit to the aquarium. One evening, after a long day at work, Olivia asked Ethan to stay behind as the kids played. "I've watched you," she said softly. "Not just today, but in the office. You work hard, you lead with kindness, and you remind me of the kind of people who make this company worth running." Then she told him something that left him speechless. She wanted him to lead a new department dedicated to community outreach, with double his salary. "This isn't charity, Ethan. It's recognition," she added. "You've built trust without even trying. And I need that kind of heart at the top." Ethan accepted, not because of the money, but because he realized how rare it was to work for someone who valued kindness over ambition. Months later, as the 4 children played together in the same park, Ethan caught Olivia watching him with a quiet smile. In that moment, he understood something profound. One small act of courage on an ordinary afternoon had changed everything, not just for him, but for everyone connected by that moment. And as the sun dipped low, painting the sky in warm gold, Ethan realized the truth he would carry forever. Kindness has a ripple effect you can't predict, and sometimes, it brings you exactly where you're meant to be.